What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I have a new list for a Donphan deck. Donphan from Vivid Voltage is a pretty strong single prize attacker, but as you may know, in the standard format right now, single prize attackers are kind of overwhelmed by the tag team and VMAX Pokemon. Luckily for Donphan, fighting type is a very strong type to have, and I also have some tricks in here to try to make the ADP matchup winnable at the very least. So we're going to be taking a look at this deck, and I also have some gameplay to show you after the deck profile, so I hope you enjoy all of that. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon TCG content, and also check out my wonderful sponsor, PotownStore.com, the best place for you to get PTCGO codes, and be sure to use code CELIO for 5% off. So let's take a look at Donphan to start things off. Donphan is a 150 HP Stage 1 Pokemon. Like I said, it's fighting type, and it hits Pikarom, Dedenne, Crobat, Eternatus for weakness, and that's very important. Against some decks, we're just going to be trying to snipe their Dedennes and Crobats, but against something like Pikarom, we can just knock out a Pikarom and a Raichu tag team, and then that's the game. So it does 120 damage for 1 fighting energy, and then it does 20 damage to each of your own benched Pokemon. That's fine, because if we're just taking 3 knockouts to win the game, we don't really mind if we do, 60 damage to all of our benched Pokemon. The Phanpy does have an interesting attack called Strike Back, fighting colorless to do 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So it is possible to play the new memory capsule to attach that to Donphan and then use the Strike Back while you are already evolved into Donphan and use the previous evolution's attack. I'm choosing not to do that in this deck though, because I am using that deck space for other things. So kind of the core of this deck is the 4/4 Donphan, and then for support we have the 2 Jirachi with Stellar Wish with 3 Scoop Up Net and 4 switches. We have the 1 Crobat for the Dark Asset ability, and 1 Dedenne for the Dede Change ability. The backup attackers in the deck are these 2 Spiritombs. Of course, if you damage Spiritomb with the Donphan's attack, if you do Earthquake 2 times, you'll have 40 damage on Spiritomb, then Building Spite 1 more time, and then you have Anguish Cry swinging 160 for just 1 energy. So Spiritomb is kind of just a natural partner for Donphan, although this is, Spiritomb is not very good versus decks playing Zigzagoons, because then they can just take free knockouts on these Spiritombs. So I only am playing 2. It's not really a Spiritomb deck, but Spiritomb is there because it's just a natural attacker when you're playing Donphan. Zigzagoon here is to clean up some damage or help us get knockouts with the Scoop Up Net as well. Mimikyu is here to shut off Mute-to-a-Mute tag team, basically. Pokemon GX that have any damage counters on them have no abilities. You can also shut off Oricorio GX with this ability, which Oricorio GX is in just about every Blacephalon deck. And then we have these 2 Mawile, which also pair with the 2 Surprise Box. So Mawile is commonly seen in ADP Zacian decks for the ability Captivating Wink. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may have your opponent reveal their hand and put any number of basic Pokemon you find there onto their bench. Since our plan with this deck is going to be sometimes just knock out the Dedenne, Crobat, Dedenne, any combination of those Pokemon, Mawile-GX can really help us with that. And after we knock out the Dedenne or the Crobat, we can use Surprise Box to put it back into their hand, and then we use our second Mawile to put it back to their bench, then knock it out all over again, which is why we're playing 6 Gust effects. I'm playing 2 Great Catcher and 4 Boss's Orders in this deck to try to just efficiently and quickly knock out 3 2-prize Pokemon. And that's kind of our plan versus ADPZ. So if they alter creation and we go Gust 2-prize, knock it out, they swing at us, we swing at them. If they don't knock out 2 double prizers in a row, we can win. Also, if they go second and they whiff their alter creation, then we can win as well that way. So our plan is going to be, abuse Mawile and Surprise Box versus ADP. Versus Pikarom, we just pretty much have a free matchup. Versus Eternatus, it's very, very good. Blacephalon's also a fairly good matchup because we one-shot Blacephalon with Earthquake, and they have to, Welder and then discard energy all over again to knock us out. So And they also typically will have like Oricorio, Crobat, Dedenne, some combination of all of those on the bench. So we can also abuse Surprise Box Mawile versus them as well. And that's basically the whole Donphan deck. So I'm going to roll some gameplay versus ADPZ and versus Pikarom. I hope you enjoy that. Be sure to leave a like and a comment on the video. Subscribe if you have not already. And here comes the gameplay. Enjoy. Versus ADPZ. So we can quick ball away Mimikyu, we won't need that. We prized double Phanpy, that's not great. We prized one Mawile. We also prized Zigzagoon? Yeah, so lots of Pokemon in the prizes. We prized one surprise box. One boss. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll Stellar Wish. Grab Scoop Up Net, that could come in handy, I guess. We'll just hold on to this. Or do I want to dig to get the Mawile? No, I don't want a Mawile turn 1. We'll put down Spiritomb. And no reason to Building Spite, I don't think, because we don't really use this until we swing with Phanpy twice, or until we swing with Donphan twice. It doesn't hurt to 1 Building Spite, I guess. Okay, pass. Surprising 2 Phanpys is rough, but we can get the last knockout with a Spiritomb. If our goal is to knock out like Dedenne, Crobat, we can just knock out a Dedenne with Spiritomb. Okay, so the opponent benches Zacian and plays Marnie. Looking like a pretty weak ADPZ start so far. Okay, Cherish Ball. Big Charm. There's Crobat number 1. Okay, so they're not getting turn 1 Alter, so that means we can actually 2-shot a Zacian as one of our knockouts. We have Quick Ball. So we could Mawile right now, but we could also just wait until we can guarantee it with a surprise box later on. I think it's better to grab Phanpy for now. Yeah, so since they didn't get turn 1 Alter, we can just go for 2-shot on a Zacian. And then we'll Marnie, then Wish. Alright, we have Mawile anyway now, but kind of don't want to play that here. We could just attach to Jirachi, get the swing. That's a lot safer, actually. You just attach Retreat, guarantee getting the damage in. That's better. Our Mawile gets Mawile, not something you see every day. Oh, that's fine because Mawile can be knocked out by Spiritomb plus a Zigzagoon ping, so that's something. Okay, so we have 3 knockouts ready on the bench, and they're gonna alter this turn. But our hand is really bad now that we lost that Mawile, so that's actually an issue. So now I have to top deck. Losing that Mawile is so bad. Because we also lose the Pokécom, basically, from losing the Mawile. Okay, they're gonna Great Catcher up the Mawile to try to stall us. But they should know that our hand is dead because they Mawiled us. Okay, this is fine now. Attach here to retreat. Scoop Up Net. Pokécom the Jirachi away after the net. And we'll Crobat so we get to keep our Aurora energy for the tomb, potentially. And we don't get a Gust. We have 4 boss and 2 Great Catcher. Well, I think one boss is prize, but we had a lot of outs is the point. But my opponent does only have 1 card in their hand, but they use Great Catcher, so they have a supporter in their hand. Yeah, we probably just lose from here because I can never win the trade from this point. Yeah, they're ahead on the trade, so I can never win. We'll just scoop this one up. Okay, so starting with Mawile is definitely not what I want. But we'll have to see what I can make out of it. So I want to save this Mawile for surprise box later, I think. So hopefully I could like Pokécom and then Crobat and like, yeah, okay, that's fine because I play 2 surprise box anyway. So I want to save like the surprise box Mawile combo in the deck for this matchup specifically. So we'll Pokécom our second Mawile. And do we have Crobat? It doesn't matter. Like I said, we have another surprise box in the deck. So I think the plan is hold on to this hand and next turn to Dedenne. Yeah, because we want everything else in the deck, in the hand. We want to evolve, switch, quick ball, whatever we draw into for Dedenne. Okay. And like ADP is typically going to like naturally play a Crobat or Dedenne to try to get their turn 1. And even if they don't, we could always just draw into the Mawile again if we have to try to do that. Okay, so there comes the Dedenne, or the Crobat. And here's Cherish Ball. Or probably Dedenne. So, since there's 2 ADPs on the board, which isn't typical, but they had to do that because they had to empty their hand for Crobat. So quick ball, this will be for Zacian. And not getting the turn 1, so that's really great. Okay, so we're gonna switch. Quick ball. Yeah, so they didn't get turn 1 alter going second, so that gives us the opportunity to actually win this game. Or not, because we don't get anything. What is this? And like I said, Crobat's prized. Oh no. All right, so here's the deal. If we can top deck out of this, we're still in it next turn. I don't even think I want to Earthquake this, do I? No, because I don't want to... does the damage on Jirachi ever matter? Yeah, there's no reason to swing into ADP. Oh, so actually, if I'm not swinging, I could just Scoop Up Net this Donphan, so I can Stellar Wish. Yeah, okay, so I actually have to do this. And there's the card I wanted. So we'll grab this for next turn, I guess, or this for next turn. There's less outs to this, I think, because we have all the Scoop Up Nets and switches. I mean, we're down 1-1, but I mean, like, we have a combined amount of all of those, whereas we don't want to get a great catcher because we want to be able to just evolve boss. So we next turn we'll try to Stellar Wish into Scoop Up Net or Scoop Up Net or switch. So definitely a weird turn there, but we had to Scoop Up Net the Donphan and lose an energy in the process, but that's the correct move. All right, and the opponent attaches and alters. Okay, we have Martial Arts Dojo, definitely not a card we want to see. Scoop Up Net, there we go. All right, so we can start trying to do something here. Play down Donphan, Scoop Up Net Jirachi, send out Donphan, and then we'll boss up Dedenne, take a knockout. Only got to do that 2 more times. There's all the goths for boss. So they're gonna take 3 prizes here. Perfect. And just like that, this game isn't looking so hot. We basically cannot whiff a single turn, and we whiffed that turn too. So we boss, and we earthquake, and all we can do is hope they don't have another boss or great catcher, but she has a 7-card hand, 8-card after the draw, so it's probably game from there. And okay, attach. She's not playing the gust immediately, so maybe she doesn't have it here. Okay, Professor's Research. That's not a boss. But there's the great catcher. GG. Okay, we got a good start here. Honestly, probably just attach pass from me. Because the next turn we Pokémon the Mimikyu to get a Crobat or Dedenne. Yeah, we'll just attach. We could get Marnied, so I guess I'll just toss this into play. Doesn't really matter in this matchup. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Oh wow. I can shoot the Dedenne sitting in my hand. Nothing else.
Alright, so Water Energy Saucer. Does she have this? No energy switch. Okay, so we got our turn to work with here. This is all pretty good. So Evolve, play this down, Aurora, the Scoop Up Net away, Pokécom. Okay, Crobat is prized again. So we're getting Dedenne. Alright, this is pretty good. We just have to dig for a we just have to dig for a great catcher. We have 2 in deck. Alright, here we go. So surprise box, the Dedenne to their hand. Mawile, the Dedenne to the bench, so that's 2 Dedennes down. Now we need to hit great catcher. Ugh, we still miss great catcher and we don't have Crobat to get it. Earthquake does 130 though with the martial arts dojo, so we could potentially knock out ADP as one of our knockouts. That could happen. Yeah, okay. So we build Spite. We get our Zigzagoon down here. And I guess just Earthquake. So the ADP's at 140 now. Our own Mawile comes down, but we have 0 Pokemon. And there's the altered creation. Oh, Jirachi's a pretty good draw, actually. Yeah, that's not bad. The issue is we need 1 Scoop Up Net here, and we don't have it because we need to do extra damage with a Zigzagoon. Play down the Jirachi, sure. We can gust up at the Dedenne, but then if she has boss, we still lose because we aren't knocking out this ADP right now. We can building spite, but then we still miss the ADP by 10. We can earthquake, we still miss it by 10. So I think the best case is just take a knockout now while I can. So we'll gust. Attach it here in case I have to use heavy impact so I don't damage my bench later. Yeah, we'll attach here and get rid of that. Alternatively, I could have swung into the ADP and then try to dig for a Scoop Up Net next turn, but if I do that and she gets a big charm, then that whole game plan's ruined. So I think the play is just Earthquake the Dedenne. And there's the Crobat that I needed to dig a little more with. Okay, there's Crobat. And there's Great Catcher. So Great Catcher, they draw 6 and then draw 3 prizes and then draw top deck. That's not good. Okay, so they'll have a 10 card hand, something like that next turn, so I have to look for Marnie, I guess, and even then they'll probably have it. Oh wait, no, they're down 3 boss. That's pretty good. Okay, so all I care about right now is Marnieing away a 10 card hand. We have 3 Marnie in the deck. Yeah, we'll shuffle up Pokemon. We'll just shuffle Mawile in, I guess. And then Crobat for 4. We have Great Catcher. We don't even need Great Catcher because we knock out this ADP. So let's just thin out the deck. All right, give us Marnie. No Marnie. Anguish Cry, but 10 card hand and it's ADPZ, so they have the gust. So close. Always so close, yet so far. GG yet again. Beautiful start here on the Phanpy side of things. I mean, if I don't do anything else, they could reach for a win right off as a bat. I'll have to get attached Coco energy switch. The deck only plays 2 energy switch. There's no 1 energy attack. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay, and Marnie. I did have a good hand, so that's a little bit upsetting. And another Crushing Hammer. And Electrify. Okay, so with my old hand, I would have been knocking out this Pika. With this hand, I am just short of it, I guess, due to the energy removal. So yeah, we'll just research. I think I'll just pass from there. So we had a really lackluster turn 2, but it doesn't matter because this matchup is just ridiculously favored. Yeah, so I just win in 2 turns from this point. We'll go ahead and Mawile since she has a large hand. Okay, we'll grab an Olagos down. Do a little bit of that. And I'm sure we'll get another energy, so we'll just Great Catcher, Peek, and then Research. I was sure we would get an energy, but I said nothing about Donphan. So let's see. Okay, yeah, we have the Dedenne in the deck. I'll save Mimikyu just in case she puts down Mewtwo, but at this point I don't think it matters. So we did not prize any Donphan, and we also have 2 Pokémon in there. Okay, great. There's Donphan. Earthquake. Like, I could have still whiffed there, and this matchup would still be won. Like, and like I said, even if she puts down Mewtwo, I just have Mimikyu, so it doesn't matter. Okay, reset stamp to 3. Could be a little annoying. I want to say my Crobat's prized, but I'm not 100% certain. Unless we just drew Crobat off the prizes. I kind of forget what our prizes were now. Oh, she actually has to reach for Cocoa Prism because I'm not even being knocked out right now. Okay, Bolt Storm for the knockout. We have Jirachi Scoop Up Net. Oh, energy, that's insane. Surprise box does not help. Okay, so let's scoop this up. Send that out. And let's see what we're working with in the deck. Do we have the Crobat? Okay, we do have Crobat. Perfect. So Pokecom for this. Attach Quick Ball. We have Zigzagoon. We have a Dojo. We have a Scoop Up Net. We have Boss. We have another Great Catcher. We also haven't played a supporter yet. Okay, that's everything. So we got Dojo and Boss, so that just one-shots Raichu. Yeah, so that matchup is like borderline unlosable. Like, even if they set up for a tag bolt on Mew, you just bench Mimikyu and then ping the Mewtwo with anything and it can't attack.